Oh, good evening, all. Hope we're well. We're all doing good. Oh, why is my dashboard playing up now? I'm hoping this is working. Oh, it's so. We'll roll with it and see what happens. I think we're going fine. I just want to try and get my dashboard working. There we go. I think that's going to work. There we go. That should work. Nice. Game. Is that going to be right? There we go. Nice. How if I attach that? I haven't touched any of the sounds, so they should be fine. Hopefully, anyway. Nice one. It shouldn't take too long to harvest this field. It's not one of the biggest on the map. Maybe it's a bit bigger than I thought, actually. Looking at it now. I think we've upped a lot of the equipment since I last streamed this map. Obviously the combine's a lot bigger. And quite a few other different things have changed. Need to fill this up with some fuel and some AdBlue at some point. Probably try and do it after this field because we're close to the yard at the moment, so... Yeah, a bit of the main focus at the moment is trying to get the cows up and running. I'm trying to get quite a lot of straw together for them, and then I've planted 3 grass fields, so we can try and get some hay and some silage going as well for them, which would be good. But yeah, we're a bit low on money as well, so that's why doing some harvesting contracts to get the straw and being paid for the contract will be good. Just gonna bear with me. Change that and then hopefully you should be able to hear this. There we go. Wow, that's quite loud. There we go. Pretty sure you can't hear that. Yeah. It's quite a long, narrow field, this. So I'm hoping with quite a few long passes it should be done. We're done with some weed killer in here. Spraying off a bit, spray these weeds. That's why it's not yielding great. Oats doesn't yield brilliantly anyway, but it's definitely not going to yield well with all these weeds. getting full. Go the other way. Yeah, I definitely think after this field we'll need some more fuel. I think we'll unload him now. This. Might as well while we're at the end. Oh, I've got to take this actually. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get this bit, might as well. But it is yielding terrible, this field. Really bad. I wonder if it's been fully fertilised. I can't tell because it's not my field. It's not doing well though. A funny shaped field, this. Getting through anyway, done 33%. I think we'll unload it again when we get up to the top of here. There we go, it's that trailer full. Oh, you have a second account. Fair enough. Good evening to you though, I hope you're well. How come you have 2 accounts? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Makes sense then, makes sense. That is a million years ago. That's a long time ago now. FS13. A long time ago. It's weird to think that's like, you know, it is 10 years ago. Mad. Oh, okay, I got you. That's fair enough. That makes sense. New piece. Oh, new PC. Got ya, got ya. Oh, you got a new PC then? Recently? Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm doing good. Same old, same old. Nothing new. Just preferring to stream over here now rather than Twitch. I mean, I just don't feel like I was getting on very well with Twitch streaming on there. You know, I mean, I remember there was one day where I streamed on Twitch for about 2 hours, and I had no one come in or anything, and then I think I gave it about an hour, and I came on here, and I streamed for 2 hours, and I had an average of about 7 people. So I haven't gone back to Twitch since, to be fair. Oh, Kick, yeah. Well, yeah, skeptical with that, to be honest. At least with here, I'd sort of already got a following. Whereas Kick, you'd be, you know, really starting from scratch. And I don't feel like the viewers are over on Kick still. So, I mean, to be fair, I can't remember the... Oh, there was like a security question on there, or there was a digit number or something, and I can't remember what it was. What I set it as, so I can't log in on this new PC anyway to stream on there, even if I wanted to. But it just seemed like the better idea to stream on here, because it, you know, it counts towards, you know, watch hours. You know, it uploads as a VOD instantly. I can stream at 1440p here as well. I just felt it was, you know, I was getting on better on here than I was on Twitch. I just didn't feel like I was growing at all on Twitch. You know, it's so oversaturated over there. And yeah, I just didn't feel like I was just growing at all. So it is, to be fair, yeah, it's not doing well, but I would rather build this up than build Twitch up now, to be honest, because it means, at least on here, I can do videos and live stream, whereas obviously Twitch is just live streaming. So, but I've obviously got the option to do both on here, or one or the other. And I just seem to get discovered better, more easily on here than I did on Twitch. So plus there ain't some two-faced people on Twitch. I'm not saying there isn't on YouTube, to be fair, but I'll leave it there. But yeah, after that day where I streamed for 2 hours and literally didn't have one person come in. I literally sat at 0 viewers the whole time. And then came on here and averaged 7, and I literally haven't bothered to try and stream on Twitch since because of that. And I just thought, well, if I'm getting the viewers over here, then what's the point of going over there? So the only thing I miss is being able to play copyrighted music. But like I say, this obviously uploads as a VOD straight after. It's in 1440p, which is what I want, so yeah. But this one has been live. Yeah. Hey, I mean, like, you know, I completely understand that, you know, some people will be busy, you know, doing things and whatnot. It just surprised me, the fact that, you know, 2 hours and I didn't have anybody at all come in, and then I came on here, and within half an hour I got 7 people watching. So it just said to me that the discoverability on Twitch is obviously, you know, it's not as good as what it is on here. And obviously subscriber wise on here, I've got a smaller number than I have follower wise on Twitch. So what does that tell you? The thing is as well, is even if you looked at it that no one came and watched on YouTube, I can still put it up as a video after, and people can go and watch it after, and then obviously them watching it will contribute to watch hours, you know, so either way I gained something from it, whereas Twitch, it just felt like I'd stream on there for 2 hours, no one would watch, I wouldn't get any new followers, and I wasn't really getting anything out of it. So yeah, you know, it just, you know, it's obviously it's different for everybody, but it weren't working for me streaming over there. It weren't working for me. You know, so actually I want to go, no, I don't want to go this way. Even like just from a hobby point of view, there's no point streaming if you've got no one to talk to. Like, you know, what's the point? I might as well just play offline. But again, like I say, at least with this, I can still put it up as a video at the same time. I know it's a long video, but even if someone only watches for half an hour, it contributes to my watch hours. So I think now it's like Twitch, to just become a streamer, it's so tough now. If you want to do it, it's so tough. You know, 9 times out of 10 you watch these videos, you know, where they say how to grow and everything, they say, you know, you've got to like build a following up on YouTube or something else, and then bring the following over to Twitch, and it's like, we might as well just stay on that platform that you gain the growth on. There's no point, I don't think there's any point bringing it over. Like, what's the point, you know, building up a following here to then take it over to Twitch? I might as well just stay here. Same for every year on. Yeah. I was thinking, you say you were doing daily streams. I can't do daily streams either. Is my problem. Like, I haven't been able to stream or do any videos for the last two or 3 weeks because I've just been busy. So, and I think like it's not healthy to have to stream every day for so many hours during COVID. But yeah, it did different during COVID, but now, you know, it's a lot of time to give up. Every day after work. It's our turn. I see, yeah. No, that's it, no. Or like, you'd never have any time for yourself. And rather than it like being you know, a hobby and fun. It just becomes a chore then. It's different, obviously, like, yeah, like you say, during COVID, because no one had anything else to do. But now, to be as well, my attention span is terrible. So, like, even just playing off screen, I can play a game for a couple of hours, and then I have to have a break for an hour, and then I'll come back. I can't, like, just sit and play for 3 or 4 hours straight. Like, I really struggle to do it. Probably works out alright anyway, to be fair, because 2-hour VOD is probably long enough. But yeah, like I see some people on Twitch who stream for like 5-6 hours. I think I couldn't do it. Like, I just couldn't do it. Could not do it. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, struggle. It's like, I'd like to try and go for 2 hours tonight, but whether I make it for 2 hours will be interesting. I'd like to try and get this field harvested and baled. That's what I will aim to do. This field is yielding awful. I'm glad it's not my field. Do, 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 do. 'Cause what's it? What field? Yeah, field 8 is oats as well. I hate that, like it crosses over contracts. It's annoying when it does that. A bad bug. I've tried it before, but it's just so, I don't know. It just all sounds the same, and it's just so mundane. Like it's like almost putting the radio, like just the default radio on in FS. It's just, and I've had times as well where I've played non-copyrighted music, and I've still got copyright anyway. So I feel a bit like it's just easier to not play it at all. It's not great either, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't tried it on YouTube, to be fair, but I know on Twitch. And I was thinking, well, I'm not even like playing copyrighted songs. I didn't play any copyrighted songs that stream, and it still copyrighted me. But I've seen other YouTubers where they've used things like Pretzel, and YouTubers still copyrighted them. So I think at the moment, while I'm just trying to get monetized, it's probably just better to play it safe and just not play it at all. But it is very, very repetitive sort of songs, and like none of them really haven't, you know, just sound. None of them have, like, you know, not many of them have actual singing in them or anything. I should do really, because obviously it's a bit of background noise to have when I'm not talking, but yeah, it's one of those difficult. Like I see everybody goes on about this Harris Heller's music, but I listen to that and I think it couldn't be any more like repetitive if it tried. Like, I remember I played 3 or 4 of his songs in a row and they just all sounded the same. And they're so slow and... yeah, they are, yeah. It's not the same as playing copyright music. Definitely. So there should be something in place where you can just, you know, I don't see why it's such a big deal that you can't play people's music in the background. Like, fair enough, they don't want other people to use it and then go make their own songs, That's fair enough. But I just think, like, to just have in the background of a video, does it really matter that much? I suppose some song artists, they get so funny about it, don't they? Because I say, you know, we're profiting off using their song. But it's all just stupid, in my opinion. I mean, I say I'm trying to get monetized. Whether I ever do or not, who knows? But, we shall see. We shall see. Got a long way to go yet. Long way to go. Not even halfway yet. Definitely need to take this for some fuel. I'll switch this then. I was. You sat there saying he didn't want to work, so he streamed 12 to 15 hours every day to try and get big. Average around 5. Yeah, yeah. The trouble is with Twitch that not even like the biggest of streamers on there could make a career out of streaming full time. So yeah, that's just, he didn't want to work, so he lived with his friends. I tried telling him it's really hard to get live off streaming, but he wasn't having it. He didn't want to work. Yeah. That's like a whole nother topic. I mean, the penny will have to drop in the end because he won't be able to live with his friends forever. Or she, if it's a she. Oh, you said he. But yeah, like, you know, it's so hard. Like, you know, I think because there's not many big English-speaking streamers. I mean, I don't know. I think the biggest one might get 150 max viewers on Twitch, but no more than that. The German ones seem to be the ones that get really big, but again, I don't, you know, they may get a couple of 100 viewers. You know, you need to be having like 5,000-10,000 viewers to like even consider, you know, doing it full time. And I think even then, you know, full-time streamers won't just stream. They will do other stuff as well, like make videos on YouTube and different, you know, no one I don't think solely streams now, because you couldn't do it, you know, especially with the cut that Twitch take. You know, I mean, the cost of everything now is so expensive. You just, yeah. You have to be realistic, and that's not realistic. And I think as well, if you're going into it wanting to earn money, 9 times out of 10, most people fail because that's all they're not going into it because they enjoy it. They're just going into it because they want the money. You know, every successful person didn't just go into it wanting the money. They went into it because they enjoyed doing it. But it says it all as well that he's young. He'll have to learn the hard way. You know, some of the biggest farm sim YouTubers, they couldn't make a living off it. They still work a daytime job. Like, it's just, you know, it's insane. You know, the game doesn't have a big enough following to be able to make a career out of doing it. You know, farm sim content. Games like COD and, you know, I don't know, Fortnite and stuff like that, they have a huge following, so it is possible with them. But farm sim will have, you know, has a big audience, but I bet it's about a quarter of the size of something like COD, if that. You know, no, Stocker doesn't create content anymore, but still, it still, you know, makes the point that someone even as big as Daggerwin, he's got 750, something like 700,000 subscribers or something, I think it is. Someone as big as that, who has that much of a following, if he can't make a full-time career off it financially, then how the hell does he think he's going to do it with 5 viewers on Twitch? And the, you know, the cut on YouTube is better than it is on Twitch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 700k now. He has gotten big, but you know, he's been doing it a long time as well, to be fair. You know, obviously he's been properly at it since yeah, the 15 version, I think it was. So, or am I wrong? I'm perhaps thinking of somebody else. Okay, obviously the last time I checked it, he's on 800 odd thousand. That must have been the last time I checked it. It was 700,000. But I mean, hey, it's fair play to the guy, because he has been doing it a long time, and obviously, you know, he's tapped into the certain sort of niche that he does. So, 70,900, yeah. I suppose the thing that's damaged him is he's sort of stopped and started, hasn't he? So that always doesn't help. Whereas Daggerwin will put a video out every day and has done it since, yeah, 2015. So he's been at it a long time. I bet he'll make a fair chunk of money off YouTube, Daggerwin will, but it's not enough, obviously, to sustain himself as a full-time job. The thing is as well with it is you can lose it overnight. You know, suddenly people could just stop, you know, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, people can just decide to stop watching you and that'd be it. So it's not a secure job at all. Yeah, I'm the exact same. I don't watch him anymore. I check in now and again to see what he's up to, but it has got very stale. But obviously saying that, yeah, obviously it works well for him. And I mean, he will have a very young audience, which like that whole repetitiveness. But yeah, it's obviously it's working well for him. That's why he's probably kept doing it. He hasn't changed it up because it works well for him. I mean, I'm sure I checked about 2 months ago maybe that he was on about 750,000. So if he's got if he's at 883, then he's, you know, that shows how quick he's growing. So I watched Mr. CDP and you and some German streamers. Yeah, Mr. CDP is good. Yeah, good informative content. But to be fair to him, he's growing as well. He's getting bigger and bigger. You have to sort of find your niche, I think. And I think Daggerwinds is very much, it's rinse and repeat with him, you know, like kids TV shows are, to be honest. So that's what he does. Mr. CDP likes the whole tutorials and informative videos, so that obviously works very well for him. You know, you have someone like Virtual Farmer who, you know, realism is a big thing with him. It used to be with Daggerwin, but I think it's more his role play was a big thing that took off for him. Everyone's got their own niche, and I think you have to try and find that to be successful as well. I mean, I that's one thing I struggle with, a niche. But I just like to play. I just like to play and record it, to be honest. That's what I like to do. And if someone likes watching it, then that's alright, isn't it? If people don't like watching it, then there's no point me doing it, and then I might as well just play off screen. Is my whole thought behind it. And if I can tip myself, you know, whatever I earn from doing it as well, then that's an added bonus. But you know, I've known since I started that you'd never be able to make a career off this, because it's not, you know, it's too small of a game. It's like trying to do it off Euro Truck. You could never do it off Euro Truck because there isn't a big enough following. Yeah, it has gotten a bit rinse and repeat with him. Yeah, I suppose it depends a bit on as well what people like to watch. People obviously like to watch realistic playing. You know, you flip the coin, you look at someone like DJ Goham, who is the complete opposite, but still has a massive following. You know, I think he's on 200 odd thousand subscribers. I think it's difficult as well not to be rinse and repeat with FS, because farming is a very much rinse and repeat industry. You know, like the whole basics of farming is very rinse and repeat. You know, in real life, obviously you get different things that happen and it mixes things up a bit, but obviously in in a game it's difficult to be able to do that. So just taking the basics, it is very rinse and repeat farming. So I think trying to spice up your content and make it fresh all the time is tough. There are other crops than wheat and rapeseed and maize. True, yeah, true. I know we're getting carrots soon, that'd be good. I'm looking forward to that. I'll put some fuel in this. I suppose at the end of the day, YouTubers' jobs as well is sort of just to show off the new stuff, and you know, that's why Daggerwin will probably only play a map for 30 or 40 episodes, then move on to the next one, because he's got to keep it fresh and he's got to keep covering the new stuff. Yeah. Yeah, VF has a job. Yeah, VF has a job. I think he's a website designer or something like that. It's difficult as well because he only plays British maps. Same as me, I only really play British maps, so you can't really plant sugarcane on a British map. But yeah, I see where you're coming from. He could still do other Oh, I'm stuck. I can't get out. He could still do other crops, to be fair. To be honest, I don't know any FS content creators that do FS for a job. Like solely as, yeah. And ones you have, oh shit. Ones you have, I've failed at it and they've had to go and get a job. So I mean, there was one who was quite big. He was an American guy on Twitch. And he was quite big, and he got quite big, and he got partnered and this and that. But I'm pretty sure he was just doing streaming full time. And then he ended up having to get a job, and I think he works at Walmart now, I think. And I can't remember the last time I saw him stream. So, which for me says it all. I know one, but he's German. He streams on Twitch and makes YouTube vids, and he also makes TikToks, all based off FS. Okay. It's interesting. It does seem to be German content creators on FS definitely seem to be bigger than English-speaking FS players. I'm not sure why. It's perhaps because it is a German-based game. But I should probably rephrase it then. I don't know any English-speaking FS content creators that do it full-time. And I mean as well, you know, I bet that German one, he can't to lift his foot off the gas. He's constantly got to be pumping out stuff. You know, even like it's even when you take a week off, you still have to make sure that there's stuff to go up that week. Whereas a normal job, you take a week off and you go away and you don't have to do any work at all. Whereas with content creation, you still have to make sure there's stuff going out, even when you take a break. 200 to 300 viewers when they go live, yeah. But I still don't think that's enough to be able to make a career out of it. You've got to be having thousands of viewers, you know. I mean, if I wanted to get the income that I get now from Twitch, I'd have to be easily getting what would I have to be getting sub-wise? We looked at subs. Trying to think. Where's this field? Make sure I don't go past this. Probably, I'm trying to think, you'd probably need... Oh, it's not this field. I drove past it. That's the one that needs cultivating. That's my mistake. You'd probably need 2,000 subscribers, I would say. Yeah, 2,500 subscribers. Because you have to remember that Twitch is going to take half. Then you got to pay taxes. So I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be sat playing. You know, I like playing games, but I wouldn't want to be sat doing it all the time. I don't think. Struggle to sit and play for a couple of hours now, to be fair. Right, so it's field 8, which I drove past. It's this field here, wherever the entrance is. Here. Right, we're going to deliver this. Actually, we'll take the header first. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Let's take this down. There we go. Getting a nice amount of straw together anyway, which is good. Up at the cow yard. So I'm hoping to have a lot of cows. I look to plant potatoes on both of my fields next year. So we can try and get some pigs going as well. Here's the plan of action. Try and not drive through past the field this time. Get this combine set up. Oh. There we go, we're away. I think this is quite a small field. He says. Smallish. We'll obviously have a bit of baling to do. This will be alright. I'll have to make sure I get both fields baled though before I go off, or else it'll accept the contract and the straw will disappear if I log off. Should have gone to the end, really, there. Never mind. Yeah, I thought about getting the New Holland combine, but I do like the look of the Class ones. Yeah, nice. No worries, all good. I don't know whether I'm going to be on much longer. What map are you playing? Hector field. German one. Ah, okay, makes sense. Oh, I think I've heard of it, yeah. I think I've heard of it. I feel like this is yielding a bit better than the other one. Then again, I suppose the weeds have been sprayed off. Whereas the other field hadn't. Appreciate everybody who's liked the stream though today. Much appreciated, and if you haven't already, please make sure you do like the stream. Would be much appreciated. And subscribe if you're new. There we go. Go and empty it. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Just helps me out a little bit. Sometimes forget how big this map is when you drive across it. There we go. And while that's unloading, that is where I'm going to end it for tonight. I appreciate everybody who's come out and hung out tonight and whatnot. Like I say, who's liked the stream. Massively appreciated, but as you can probably hear, I'm tired and I'm going to head off for the night. So, thank you all very, very much for watching. If you're new to the channel as well, please hit that subscribe button. Would be massively appreciated. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.